happens when two of the biggest stars in K-pop don't just shine individually, but grow even stronger standing side by side. And what if what we've been witnessing all this time isn't coincidence, but a consistent pattern? Hello, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to Taekook Diary. Purple Heart. Today, we're talking about something ARMY can't stop noticing. Not empty rumors. Not wild theories. But something subtler, deeper, and somehow more real with each passing day. In the middle of the global spotlight surrounding BTS, two names once again shift the atmosphere online, Kim Taehyung and Jungkook. We've all seen how Jungkook has stepped forward with a more mature aura. Every performance feels sharper. More confident. More commanding. He's not just appearing on stage anymore, he's owning it. His energy isn't just youthful charm now. There's calmness. Control. Focused power. And on the other side, Taehyung moves differently, yet just as powerfully. Elegant. Quiet. Artistic. His gaze feels deeper. His movements more minimal, but filled with meaning. He doesn't need to be loud to be heard. He simply shows up, and all eyes turn to him. But what's truly interesting isn't just their individual growth. It's how that growth feels aligned. There's no sense of overt competition. No visible tension. Instead, what we see are two people evolving at an oddly synchronized rhythm. And this is where the phrase married goals begins resurfacing among ARMY, not because of an official announcement. Not because of a ring being shown. Not because of public confirmation. But because of consistent support energy. We followed their journey for too long not to recognize patterns. The way Taehyung's expression softens when Jungkook is mentioned. The way Jungkook appears steady when Taehyung is near. The way they stand, not too far, not too close but close enough to signal comfort. And what makes it even more compelling is their work ethic. In an industry as intense as this, maintaining consistency is not easy. Public expectations. Media pressure. Standards that keep rising. Yet instead of cracking, they both seem stronger. Jungkook pushes his limits. Taehyung deepens his artistry. And strangely, when one rises, the other doesn't look threatened. He looks proud. Isn't that what people call relationship goals? Supporting without jealousy. Motivating without undermining. Shining without dimming each other's light. Many try to build narratives of rivalry, many search for cracks. But every time a camera captures even the smallest interaction between them, those narratives collapse. One glance. One subtle smile. One shared space. And ARMY notices something that can't be faked. Still, we need to stay grounded. This video is not a declaration of fact. It's not an official confirmation. It's interpretation. Analysis. The way we, as fans, read the energy we see. Because ultimately, their private lives belong to them. And respect is the highest form of love. But it's not wrong to observe consistent patterns. Taehyung's aura becoming sharper and more intentional. Jungkook's confidence becoming steadier and more grounded. And the comfort that remains when they share the same space. Is this proof that something is official? Or is it simply two mature individuals who happen to be deeply aligned? What makes it intense is the timing. When Jungkook reaches new heights in his solo career, Taehyung doesn't appear distant. He doesn't look pressured. Instead, he seems focused on his own path, as if understanding that one person's success is not a threat to the other. And when Taehyung appears with a more mysterious and refined presence, Jungkook remains just as stable. This isn't a dynamic we often see in an industry filled with ego and competition. It feels different. And maybe, that's exactly why ARMY finds it hard to ignore. Married goals isn't about legal status. It's about stability. Safety. Not needing to prove anything because trust already exists. And if we're being honest, that energy is there. But now I want to ask you. Do you think this is simply fandom interpretation? Or is the pattern too consistent to dismiss as coincidence? Share your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to read your perspectives. Let's have a respectful discussion and exchange ideas thoughtfully. If you enjoyed this kind of analysis, please hit the like button so this video can reach more ARMY who might feel the same way. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you join the Taekook Diary family today. Here, we don't just talk about viral moments, we read the energy behind them. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Because whether you feel it or not, it seems like something is being prepared behind the scenes. And when that moment comes, we'll talk about it together. Thank you for watching until the end. Thank you for being part of this mature and loving community. Remember, we support with our hearts, not with pressure. We love with respect, not with force. See you in the next video. Borahi. Purple Heart.